Bonjour and welcome to Shirley Sims in the 50s, my edited version of Shirley Sims. It's Sim Summer 1950 and we are getting to know the different households populating the town. Today's household is the Durand family. So the Durand family, we have two members. First we have Laurent Durand, whose name I love to say out loud because it makes me smile. And he has a bit of a weird spelling for his first name. Laurent, usually it's a E instead of the second A, but it's pronounced the same way. So he is a very important man here because he is the farmer. He is in charge of providing fresh produce to the village, and he does that in the morning. He tends to his field, and in the afternoon he goes to the market and sells his produce, and also some canned food, because his wife, Adèle, is the one making jam and some jam and canned food. She's using I'm using a mud to overhaul the canning station from the store, and it's very cool because she can make a lot of different spreads that the other Sims that then her husband can sell and the other Sims can use. So it's very cool. So Adèle, she is, I switched to a trade like for all the adults, and she used to be a workaholic. It was a bit weird to have because for me it's business oriented, and since she's mostly helping out her husband on the farm, I switched this one, and she got no sense of humor, and I'm not sure she appreciated that I switched her trait. Well, she has no sense of humor, so yeah, she didn't find that funny at all. She's also family oriented because they used to have a crib on their old lot, even though you can't have a baby nor a toddler in the original version of Shirley Sims. So it's in Word Adventures world, no small ones there, and I've kept the crib. It's in the house, and I thought that either Laurent or Adèle would get the family-oriented trait, and she got it. And she also got a sister. Her sister is Charlotte. Charlotte, she's going to be my teacher coming next fall. Right now it's summer recess, so no school, and the kids are roaming free and aimlessly around the town. Yeah, that's it for Adèle. She's pregnant. So she's pregnant with the baby on the way. It's going to be the first Sim born in Shirley Sims, so looking forward to it. And hopefully they're going to have a lot of kids because they have a very big house. So this is the house. So we have the front yard here, a very empty backyard for now, hoping to turn this one into sort of a playground. And so the house is very big, but I've put a few hidden room markers to prevent them from going to all these rooms over there, mostly because I don't want them to get lost on their own lot. That would be fun, actually. And also because I'm thinking of turning these rooms that next Sim year I'll be able to have more Sims from other neighborhoods moving in Shirley Sims. For that first Sim year, I'm only playing with the pre-mades that came with the world. So next Sim year, I'm hoping to have to be able to hire employees for the farm to help out on the farm, because they're going to have a baby, and they're going to be quite busy, and they already are quite busy. So hired hands would be a plus, and I'm thinking of having them live in that else of the house, and the main house is going to be just for the family. So you have a few rooms. Like this is Adèle's workshop, so we're going to zoom in later on that one. The kitchen, very important room. They spend most of their time here, and also in the dining room, which is kind of the living room. They don't have a TV. It's 1950, but they have a big radio station. Like, I think he uses it like very often to. During his free time, he likes dancing. So the drawing room, which they don't really use, but because it's half empty. And then we have upstairs, so we have like a secret passageway here, and this is a small washroom, like a toilet here, and then we have a wash basin here. And so upstairs we have the parents' room here, an ensuite bathroom, and then the baby's future bedroom. And so that crib is the one that was in the previous previous version of the house. So it's the same lot, but I've changed everything on the lot. And then the backyard, so we have a small fruit garden for Adèle here. So she grows berries mostly, and watermelons. And then we have the hen's house and chicks. Okay. They're very cuddly. So more space. The laundry corner here, and then we have the big field. So let's start it. So I'm not sure it's the best place for an easel here. Arguably, it would be better elsewhere, because it gets sprayed, with water every time Laurent waters his field. But I like the view from here, so I'm keeping it here for now. So the field, that's the main reason why I wanted such a big lot here, because I wanted an enclosed field, and to be able to use the tractor very easily. And I was a bit afraid they would abuse the use of the tractor, but they don't. So all good. Actually, right now he's watering like deco items. Those corn plants, they are not real plants, just decoration. And so, funnily enough, he's watering art. So he has a few patches of land where he grows the vegetables. He then sells at the market, and it's more than enough to feed the town. We don't have that many Sims yet. So there's this one. So he already harvested this morning. So he did his job. He wakes up very early, before 5 in the morning. And yeah, he has potatoes here, and I think there is another patch hidden somewhere else. Don't remember where. Ooh, I saw the plant over there. So, you're the one going to play with the chicks. Okay, usually it's Adèle who does that, but she's busy painting. She's a bit of an artist, but she doesn't sell her paintings. She put them to decorate a bit the inside, because we have a lot of space. So Laurent is free to do whatever he wishes to do before going to the market. Oh, how cute is that? I think this one is their favorite, because they're always cuddling this one. Okay, so Laurent is going to dance a bit, and then at 1 is going to be called over by the mod. So one of Annie's. It's a mod to be able to sell your produce at the market, so it's very cool. Where are you? So Betting is dancing right now. Yep, he is. Let's turn it down a bit, a notch. And not half as good as he is. And in a very, narrow space too. I would have planted my elbow into one of those windows there. So at 1, so in 5 more minutes it's going to be called over. In the meantime, I'm going to put some. So let's talk to you about canning food. So here, he has been called, and he's going to take his truck and go to the market. So I like hearing the hands. Okay, so Adèle is going to get a bit busy. So I just paused because I would like him to leave these here. We have enough tomatoes, and yeah. Oh, also basil. We're going to leave it there because we're going to do pesto. We are good. Okay. So go ahead, go to the market, and Adèle, I would like you to. So what she does is so the mod, it allows first more slots on the to put decoration items. So that's cool. And also there are more options for different type of spreads. And there are also other things I haven't used yet, but I think you can preserve full meals for later. There are lots of options. So what I do is I'm thinking that for winter, during winter, we won't have fresh produce to sell, so I'm canning food. And once it's canned, I put it here in that chest-like object. And before it is, I have it here. So for instance, if I want to do pesto, I'm going to take 3 plants of basil plants. I don't know how you say that. So, and then I put them here and have her do pesto. I think it comes with the mod, the pesto thing. We can also do baba ganoush with eggplants, and with onions you have like onion confit, and well, lots of different spreads. So she's coming over to do that. You can do scrambled eggs too. So all of these, then I put here. So up, let's have your eggs, and then I have them there, and I give some to Laurent to sell at the market, mostly jam, a few jars, but I'm keeping most of them for the winter time. So she's doing pesto. Good job. Okay, let's do scrambled eggs. So I have 3 of them here. So we forgot to kiss the husband before he left. you'll kiss him when he comes back. Good, so scrambled eggs. So I'll have you do some jam. Oh, baba ganoush first. Here you go. So those I'm pretty sure are with available with the mud. Yes, you're pregnant. And then I'll leave her when she's doing some jam, strawberry jam. And we'll go to Laurent. Oh, he just sold some eggplant to Gerard.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now strawberry jam. Okay. And we're going to go on overview. So here is our lot, and this is the marketplace. So let's go there. The weather is very nice. So people, I like that there are always different people visiting the market. So it never, you always have different themes on different days. That's pretty cool. So here is, this is his stall, his stand, and the person selling fish next to him is Leah. They are getting along nicely. But they don't have a lot of time to talk because she's very busy tending her stand and he's busy tending his. But I can still, so what I do first, before I forget. So I have him, I don't want to like overload the stall. So I don't put all my vegetables there. I put like 10 to 20 items from each category in there, and then the rest I have here. I store it here. So because that's way too much produce, it would take a lot of time to load the inventory for the stall. Here, tomatoes. Oh, I should have checked first. So usually I do that in the afternoon. At the end of the day. So open inventory. So see, I have like only 5 lettuce. So I'm going to have about 15 of them in the inventory, in this stand inventory, because it's a very popular item, as it's needed to do, you know, the autumn salad. So the easiest recipe. So let's have those tomatoes a bit. Potatoes, that's it? Okay. So let's have more potatoes too. And garlic. See, you just bought a lettuce. Okay, we're good. And I would like some tomatoes. So, tomatoes. Okay. Oh. Yeah, yeah. not enough. Let's put them back. Oh, cucumbers. I'm going to keep them. Adèle does pickles, condiment. So, okay, Laurent, you don't have any customer right now, so go talk a bit to Leah. Oh, I don't think she will be able to talk to you. So, because she has the same thing, she has the same action here. She has to tend as stand, except if I cancel the action, and then the action is going to come back a bit later on. So, for instance, if he needs to go to the bathroom, I can have him go, and the action is going to reset itself in a few minutes. So I can do that. So that's nice. We are working with some music in the background. I just said that was nice, and you're putting it back in your pocket. Nice, nice, very, very nice of you. So that's my butcher, his son. Oof. That's the only teenager in town. And this is my doctor over there. Edith, we have a fisherman. You are putting him out of business doing that. Okay. He's a bit grumpy. Oh! Sorry. We have lovebirds over there. Yeah, he does like to protest. What was it against? The elections. Okay. So Pascal bought cherries. I didn't know I had cherries. I just saw like a ghost car that they are not supposed to own. So that's... I'm seeing another car over there. Yep. So weird. Why isn't it loading? Oh, here it is. So this is Elliot. Elliot is Elliot St. James. His name is not at all French. So I made him like former US military who stayed in France after World War II. That's why he has that vehicle. I'm looking forward to playing him. Okay, let's go back inside. So see, I did not ask him to go back to his stand and he did it by himself. So that's the issue here. If I want him to interact with Leah, I have to wait the end of their shift, or I have to select her and cancel the action and then have him talk to her. But we're going to wait for the end of her shift, I think. Well, we don't have many customers today, but let's check on Adèle. She's painting again. So yeah, it's a nice day. Oh, are you done? Ready to buy? Ready to some capitalist interaction, I guess. Thank you. What have you bought? A lemon. I had no idea I had a lemon. You don't have a lemon tree. So no fish for you? Okay. So maybe we can buy a fish from Leah. Let's do that. Buy. Go ahead. So when you buy, you have the inventory appear. You have it appear here, and all the items are listed. So that's why it's important not to overload the inventory, or else it's going to take forever for it to load. I know that fish is stuck in the beam overhead. Okay, crayfish. Yeah, why not? And anchovy. Okay. He's going to go back to his den like soon enough. Sorry. Oh, nope. Nope, don't do that. Don't boo her. Oh, he's singing. So these are unattended for now because I'm lacking sims to tend to these. But they're going to be for... Oh, yeah, at the end of his shift. I didn't even notice before. Okay, so go talk to Leah. I was wondering why he wasn't going back to his stand. But, yeah, day's over. Say hi to Leah. Oh. Okay, he's dancing, so he's calling her over to dance too. Thank you, Gérard. Very nice. Look at those two. Don't you have a restaurant to operate? And Adèle is getting better and better at painting. Way good. That's a good ending for the day. So yeah, that was quite the charming day actually. I was going to name it a farming day, but it's more charming than farming. Well, it's both. So let's end this here, and next episode I'm thinking of visiting Leah's family. So I'll see you then. À bientôt.